So good morning and welcome to New Student Onboarding. I am Miss Brandy Guillory. I'm going to be your instructor for medical billing and coding. And we are going to start off this morning's meeting with some introductions because you guys don't just have me backing you up in this program. We've got an entire team at Unitech. We kind of consider each other a family, really, because we see each other so much, work together so close. So start off by introducing our lead medical billing and coding instructor, Ms. Brandy Washington.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Danielle Washington. I am, as Miss Brandy stated, one of the lead MBC instructors for OMBC Online. One thing I want to share with you, I'm going to steal Miss Marshall's words this morning because she's not with us this morning, but welcome to the first day of your career. And in your career, I want you to look at this the same as you would look at it as if you were on a job, because your end goal and your end game is to actually get gainful employment and not just a job, but a career. And in your career, we don't do a couple of things. We don't do no call, no shows. We don't not complete our work. So if in the event something happens, because life is going to life as you're taking this program, if you were on your job and you did not, if you did a no call, no show, there would be an issue. So it's kind of the same thing with your online school. And anytime you're unable to submit an assignment or something happens and deters you from getting your work done, make sure you communicate that with your instructor. Very important. I'm pretty sure she's going to go over the attendance policy with you guys, and you guys not completing assignments falls in line with that attendance policy. So treat this opportunity just as you would a career, just as you would a job. Make sure that you communicate, make sure that you get your work done. And yeah, congratulations and welcome to Unitech.
Thank you, Ms. Danielle. All right, next I'm going to introduce another medical billing and coding instructor, Ms. Crystal Berry.
Good morning and welcome to Unitech. This is your first day to a new journey, a new start. I would like to congratulate you on your first day, but remember, communication is key. We cannot help you if we do not understand or know what's going on. So again, welcome to the Unitech family, and communication is key.
Thank you, Ms. Crystal. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Ms. Ashley Leslie.
Good morning. I am Ashley Leslie. I'm an MBC online instructor as well. And congratulations on making that step to a new career. Piggyback off what everyone said, communicate with us, because I don't know about you, but we don't like to be ghosted. Don't ghost us, okay? Because we're worried, we're concerned, and it hurts our feelings. So make sure you communicate with your instructor. You know, she understands that things happen because it happens to all of us. So just remember to keep that door of communication open in order to create that relationship with your instructor in order to be successful. So good luck, and I'll see you all soon.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ashley, and all of the medical billing and coding instructors. If y'all want to, y'all can hop off and have a great rest of your day. And students, please stay in. We're going to continue on with our meeting. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, so there are a couple of members of staff that usually are in these meetings were not able to make it this morning. One of them is our program chair, Miss Marcia Gallagher. Hopefully her grandbaby is hopefully being born this morning, which is why she's not with us. We also have our director of education, Miss Jessica Washington, who normally introduces herself, and she's all of the instructors' boss. She's, over the education department. Let's see. So a little bit about me. My name is Brandy Guillory, and I've been doing medical billing and coding for probably the last, I would say, 10, 11 years now. I've been in this industry. I've worked in all kind of different doctors' offices, clinics, urgent cares, outsourced billing companies. I've even done some ambulance billing and some medical office management. I worked for a neuropsychologist up in the Shreveport area, and I pretty much ran the whole practice. Other than actually seeing patients, I did everything else for that office. So I have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge to share with you guys and let y'all know, you know, there's what you learn in books, and then there's what it's really like out there and what it's really like in that office setting and what it's really like to do this job on a day-to-day basis for 8 hours a day. And that's what the instructors are here for. We have our textbooks that are going to teach y'all all the need to know knowledge and get you what you need to know to pass your certification exam. And then you've got these instructors who not only teach at Unitech, but have been in this industry for a long time. I think between the medical billing and coding instructors, we probably have about 50 years of experience in billing and coding together. So that's a lot of knowledge, a lot of resources for you guys to take and do with what you will, make the most of it. Now I do ask generally in my Zoom meetings, if you can and are willing to turn on your camera, please do so. I much prefer to talk to a face than a little black box. If you are not comfortable doing that, because I know not everybody is, that's fine too. It's totally understandable. And you're more than welcome to keep your camera off. I just ask that if you do and you can, you would, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it a lot. So that's a little bit about me. I'm 42, mother of one crazy 5-year-old who you probably hear screaming in the background because it's summertime right now. I just moved back home to St. Mary Parish, which I don't know if y'all know where that is, but that's way down in the swampland of Louisiana. But I've lived all over the state. But this is my home. And when the other instructors tell you that I understand that life is going to happen to y'all in this program, I do, I get that. And that's why I like teaching online, because it allows us some flexibility, right? If you have something going on in your life and you're just like, I can't do school today. I've got work, I've got kids, I've got everything else that's hitting me sideways, and I just can't look at school stuff today. Okay, I get that. There are some days where I'm just like, I don't want to work today. It happens to us. And like I said, I just moved back down here, and that took about 3 weeks of back and forth on a 4-hour drive to get us moved down here. And then 2 weeks ago, my car was stolen. So life's been kind of hitting me lately too. So y'all, please talk to me. I'm a really easy, down-to-earth person to talk to. Any problems, questions, anything you have, please reach out to me. Text message is your best mode of contact with me. That will get you the fastest response. I know I had a couple of y'all reach out to me on the Remind app. That's fine. Just understand that I don't always see those messages. So text me if it's an immediate thing, okay? If it's something important, shoot me a text message. And that kind of leads into our expectations at Unitech. We expect you to communicate with us. Because we're online, we do not get to see y'all smiling faces every day on campus. And that's okay. That's okay, because we all have life. There's a reason you're going to school online. Probably you're busy and you need something that you can fit it into your day where you can fit it in. And that's why this is perfect. It's a perfect program for you. So we understand you just have to communicate with us and let us know what's going on with you. Okay. So that's pretty much expectation number one. And the second expectation is, like Miss Danielle was saying, this program is to set you up for a career. We not only want to be able to, at the end of the program, to help you find a job. We have an awesome career services department to help with that, to help you polish up your resume, polish up your interview skills if you need to do that. And then they're going to help you find that job that you're wanting. We want you to get that job and be able to keep it. We want to turn you, if you're not already, what I would call a professional, a real polished professional, ready for a career. This is that time where you can get those skills and develop those habits that make you a valuable employee and make you an asset to the company that you go to work for, to where you can not only get that job, but keep that job long term and turn it into money, honey. You know what I'm saying? Turn it into money. So, because that's what it boils down to, right? That's why we're here. We want to do something more. We want to make better money. We want better schedules. We want a more flexible job that allows us to do what we need to do with our families. And the medical industry is great for that, guys. It's great for that. So communication is the big thing. Treat it professional. Treat it like a job. And do the work. That's the main thing. If you don't do the work, you're not going to learn anything. And then you're wasting your time and your money. Okay. You're paying for this program. Get as much out of it as you possibly can. Do the work. If you do the work, the material is going to click. It's going to stick, and you're going to be fine. Now, a little bit about the work that we have. You have every day, you're going to have a daily assignment and a lab assignment. Okay. And those are due, you have one for each day of the week, Monday through Friday. Your daily assignment, I really need you to do daily. The reason why is because that's how I mark your attendance. Your attendance with Unitech is marked by what you submit every day. If you don't submit anything to me, you do not get attendance for that day. Okay? Unitech's attendance policy is basically this. Every day that you submit an assignment, you'll get your attendance for that day. If you go 14 days without submitting anything, you are automatically dropped from the program. If you ghost me for 14 days, you're going to be dropped from the program for lack of attendance, okay? And I've got some students, unfortunately, a couple that I've seen over the years that have wanted to kind of do everything on one day and then not do anything for the rest of the week. And their work is perfect. They make straight A's on the work that they turn in. But in once you get out of high school and get into college level courses and things, your attendance matters for accreditation. So your attendance hours, every day that you get attendance, you get like 5 credit hours or whatever it is. And you have to get so many hours to graduate. You have to have done the time, basically. You have to do the time. So that daily assignment, I make it really easy for you guys to get your attendance in when you have something going on or if you're busy. It's one question. Literally one question. It will take you 5 minutes, if that long, to do it. Sometimes if it's not in something that you read like the day before in an assignment, it's something that you can Google search really fast and get the answer to. Okay, one question. So there's really no reason why you can't hop on and do that even when you're busy. All right. In worst case scenario, guys, in case of a hurricane or a power outage in your area, whatever the case may be, you can text me the answer to the daily question and I can accept that as a submittal. Okay. So there's, like I said, we're online, we have flexibility, we can work around whatever we need to work around. All right. So we talked about attendance and communication and professionalism, all that fun stuff. Daily assignments, again, do those Monday through Friday daily. Your lab assignments, stay open until Sunday at 11:55. I give you oodles of time to do the lab assignments, guys, but they have to be done. They are worth 40% of your grade. Daily assignments are 30% of your grade. And then your exams are another 30% of your grade, okay? You'll generally have about 1 exam a week. We try to kind of cap it at one a week. And we go through a lot of information really quickly. It's really easy to fall behind and then get overwhelmed. So let's not let that happen. Let's stay as current with our assignments as we can. And that way we're getting our attendance. You're staying off of any lists. Because we have a morning meeting every morning at 10:30. All the instructors get together and we talk about the students that were absent the day before, who didn't show up for class. That's the whole focus of the meeting. And if you're one of those students who hasn't shown up for like 3 days, you're going to start to get phone calls, and not just from me. If you don't answer me, other instructors are going to call you. If you still don't answer me, I'm calling your emergency contacts to make sure you're still alive. Okay. if I don't get a response from them. So after 7 days, our director of education is going to start contacting you. They're going to mail you out a letter. Hey, you're 7 of 14 days in, of your out policy. So get in touch with your instructor. Let's see what we need to do to get you back on track. And then again, at 14 days, you would be dropped from the program. So we don't want that to happen, okay? But again, so attendance is a big thing. Attendance is a thing. Let's see. Let's talk about your books and things for right now. After this meeting, right, so today, I attached your daily assignment for today to that welcome email. Some of y'all I have gotten it back from, and some of y'all I have not. If you have not sent that in to me, it's important that you send it to me as soon as possible. Okay, get that in definitely by 11:55 tonight. If it's not back to me by 11:55 tonight, you are not active in this program. Okay, you do not become active until I receive and approve that assignment. So that's very important, very important. You cannot start this week if that assignment is not turned in. That's the only thing y'all have to do today. This meeting, and email me back that assignment. That's today's focus. That's it, okay? After I get that assignment, I'm gonna let our registrar know that you are active in the program. She is then gonna send you out, if y'all haven't, y'all may have gotten it already. Shouldn't have, but you may have, because our registrar has been on maternity leave and we've had a replacement and things have just been going out of order, kind of out of whack. So if y'all haven't gotten it yet, which you shouldn't have, but you should get it this afternoon after you become active, you'll get an email from the registrar, or not from the registrar, but from Unitech's IT department. And it's going to have instructions to set up your Unitech email address through Microsoft 365. Okay? Read that email thoroughly and follow the directions very closely to set up your Unitech email address. They give you a username already. They give you a temporary password. You have to go in and reset the password to whatever you want it to be. The account's pretty much already set up for you. You just have to change the password to something you're going to remember, okay? And once you have that login information, you've got your username they set up for you and the password that you set, you're going to take that information and that's what you're going to use, that same login information, to get into your e-learning site, the My Unitech site, okay? So same login for Unitech email address and Unitech e-learning site, okay? You just have to go in and change the password. And again, y'all will get those emails today. They'll come from our IT department, so they may go to spam folders. Make sure you check in your spam and junk folders throughout the day to see if it didn't go there. A lot of the times it does. Because like I said, it comes from our IT department, so it's a support at Unitech, generally email address. It's something kind of general. So a lot of the time it ends up in spam. So y'all will get that. Normally, you would also get an email to set up your ebook access. You are not going to get that right now. We are having some technical issues with the codes. With the vendor that we use get our ebooks through, you have to submit a code. And for some reason, all the codes that we have right now are not going through. There's a technical glitch somewhere in the system that the codes we are getting are not what they need to be. So we're trying to get that worked out with our vendor. So for right now, any reading assignments that you guys have, it is going to be attached in a PDF on the assignment page. It'll be right there for you. You won't have to go to any external sites and access the ebook at this time. Okay. And I will give y'all, as I get updated on that kind of stuff, I will let y'all know. I will either email you or announce something on the Remind app, or we'll talk about it in our weekly Zoom meeting, okay? We'll talk about the Zoom meeting in just a minute, but I want to continue on with books for a second. More than likely, as soon as we get the book codes working correctly again, y'all will just get an email that has yours in it to set it up. And we'll walk through that process at that time. It's not real difficult. General account setup, you know. All right, so you have ebooks and then you'll have printed manuals. And your printed manuals are going to be coding manuals, medical coding manuals. And I actually have the one that we're going to be starting in. You guys are actually starting at a really good time. We're about to change modules. In the medical billing and program, there's 8 modules or 8 classes within this program. Right now we are in module 152, but that is ending on Wednesday. So I'm not even going to talk to y'all about module 152. We're going to take the next couple of days to get used to the system, get things set up. And then on Thursday, when the entire class starts module 153, you guys are going to start with them. So you're starting at the same point in fresh material. They haven't seen what y'all are going to be looking at either. So everybody gets to start on the same pace. The only problem is that you guys are not going to have coding manuals yet. It takes them a while to ship to you. But this, I don't know if y'all can see how big and thick this thing is. This is one of your coding manuals. This is the one that we're going to start learning on Thursday. This is the CPT, Current Procedural Terminology coding manual. And that's not the biggest one. The other one is like this thick, the ICD-10, which is what we just got done with in 152. So we're going to start learning the CPT manual on Thursday. I think the first chapter is like intro to CPT. So you guys are starting off at a good point. All right, so until you guys get your manuals, an easy way to get codes for assignments and things like that is going to be Google. It's going to be the internet, okay? Google is going to be your friend until you get this manual. But I don't want you guys to freak out about not having the manuals. We focus on teaching y'all the manuals because you need to know where to find information in these books. But in the current day and age, you will hardly ever use a coding manual in your job. What we do in the class to teach you the fundamentals and the basis of it is called cold coding. We give you a piece of information out of a medical record and expect you to go in the coding manual and find it. That's not what you're going to be doing on your job. Nowadays, we use software and super bills. Most of the time, when a patient goes to see a provider, as that patient is going through the office, they're filling out a super bill, which has all your codes and diagnoses and everything on it already. All you have to do as the coder and biller is verify that information, possibly add a modifier if it needs it, and you'll learn about modifiers later. And then bill it to the insurance company. Not a lot of actual factual coding in today's workplace in the medical office. There just isn't. We have software now that our codes are built into, and the most commonly used codes in any clinic are already built into that software for you. It's there. But you've got to know the manuals and all that to know the basis in case you ever do come up with a scenario where, like, okay, let's take the last few years as an example. COVID, monkeypox. These are things that did not even have CPT or ICD-10 codes until they became issues, medical issues, in the current environment. Monkeypox, I had to sit there and check the organization that puts out codes. I had to check their website every day to see when and what codes they were going to use so I could build this stuff out for my provider. For the monkeypox vaccine. That's a pain. But, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. You got to know where to find the information. And that's what you learn in the program, is where to find the information. And the good thing is, no matter which coding manual you're using, the process for finding the codes is the same. It's just a matter of getting the process down. And in this program, we're going to do so much coding that you are going to get that process down. And eventually, you're going to look at it one day and it's just going to all click. You're going to be like, this is not that hard. I can do this. This is kick stuff, right? It's just learning how to do it. And that takes repetition with coding, unfortunately. But that's it. Even I had students start 2 weeks ago, who started in the middle of ICD-10. And they are doing so good because this past 2 weeks, they have really absorbed the process and been practicing, and they don't have their manuals yet, guys. Y'all are not the only ones without manuals. They don't have theirs either. And it's been 2 weeks. So y'all probably will not have manuals for at least 2 weeks. That looks to be the kind of the lead time right now. But I'll let you, I'll let you know more information as I find things out about the books and stuff. But so you're gonna have 3 coding manuals that'll get shipped out to you, paper. Those are the only paper books you're gonna have, okay? And then all your textbooks and stuff, again, I'll be giving that information to you until you have access to the ebooks themselves. Any questions so far? No?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, awesome. All right, so I am also, normally I would take y'all to our e-learning site and kind of walk you through it. And kind of show you where your assignments are, where the news and announcements are, and that kind of thing. I'm not doing that today because we are supposed to, on Thursday, there's a scheduled blackout. Our entire system, Unitech's entire system for faculty, students, everybody, is going down and going dark for a couple of days. And the reason why is because we're changing out servers in our system. So the website today is not going to look the same as what the website at the end of the week or Monday is going to look like. It's going to look a little bit different. So I'm not going to jump in and show y'all that right now because y'all will see it once y'all log in anyway. But so because of this blackout, we have had to set up a Google Classroom. And I'm going to email y'all that information this afternoon, because regardless of what's going on with our e-learning site, you can get into the Google Classroom and see everything that there is to see there right now. And if you want to start working on things, you're more than welcome to start working on things. If you want to hold off, then hold off. Like I said, don't jump into anything you're not comfortable with. I'm not stressed about y'all jumping in feet first these first couple of days, okay? I'm more concerned about getting your login set up, getting that first assignment in today, definitely, and things like that. There's an orientation module that y'all have to complete before the end of the week. So we're gonna focus on that after we have our login set up, okay? And I will be in touch with y'all on a daily basis to kind of see how things are going, what you've got access to, what you don't, and what you've completed and what you haven't, at least for the first couple of weeks, okay? Until y'all get really used to things, you're gonna hear from me a good bit. And then a lot of my students kind of after the first 2 or 3 weeks, they're getting into things, I hardly ever hear from. They just kind of do their thing, come to the Zoom meetings and, all that. And just kind of rock on with it for the 8 months that they're with me. So let's talk about Zoom meetings real quick. Right now we're having 2 a week. We're having one on Wednesday at 4, and that is Wednesday coding class. And all that is right now, guys, is coding practice. That's all it is. Coding practice. That's it. And I would highly suggest that y'all come to that just so y'all can start seeing the process at work. Because what we do in coding practice is we take the scenario and I walk through it with y'all as to how we got there in the coding manual. So even if you don't have your manual, I have students right now who are using apps in Google to get the codes. They're following along with the apps in Google and kind of telling me how that looks. So we can kind of cross-reference each other, right? So that I highly recommend y'all come to Wednesday coding class. And then Thursday at 4 is our regular weekly Zoom. That is always gonna be every week unless extenuating circumstances, and then I'll announce that on the app. Thursday at 4 is our regular weekly class meeting. And the link for that, I'm sorry guys, there's a train going by. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But everything is pretty much, you can find in your e-learning site, or I put it on the Remind app. And generally, an hour before Zoom meetings, I post the link on the Remind app so y'all can just click on your phone and be there. If you're at work or busy, carpool line, whatever, wherever you're at, you can just hop on your phone. I have plenty of students who don't turn their cameras on because they're listening in their earbuds because they're at work. No problem. I got no issue with that. However, you can stop in. It's an easy way to get attendance. Again, Zoom meetings are not mandatory. You do not have to be there. We understand that not everybody can be there because of their work schedules, but make sure you're going back and watch the recordings, because I do announce things. I do say things that I may not post somewhere. Anything really super important is going to be posted somewhere. I promise it'll be posted somewhere. But just like odds and ends, like bonus opportunities and things like that, I will mention sometimes and not post anywhere. So, and also, if I know that you're watching all the videos and you're attending Zoom when you can, and you're doing all the things, your attendance is good, you're submitting your assignments, at least that daily assignment on time. When it comes time to do your final grades, and let's say you're a point away from a B and an A, if you've got good attendance, or you come to all the Zoom meetings you can, I'm going to give you that point. I'm going to give you that point all day long. I just need to know that you're putting in some effort. You know, if you're showing me some effort, y'all, I'm an easy teacher, really easy teacher. Real easy. But you'll learn a lot in this class. You'll learn a lot. So again, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 4 right now for our meetings. And again, not mandatory, but strongly suggested, and definitely go back and watch the recordings. Let's see. Any questions or concerns right now? I think that's almost about it, guys. We talked about books and expectations. Let's see. Any questions about the daily assignment for today?
No, ma'am.
Nope. I think I already got yours. All right. So I would like to okay, normally I am really good with names and saying names correctly, but I got a couple of y'all on here today, and I'm just like, I do not want to butcher your name. So please tell me. We're going to go one at a time. All right, and I'm going to try. All right, so Keena.
Keena.
Awesome.
Yes.
Kirsten.
Yeah.
Awesome. Trinity. Awesome.
Serena.
Serena. Okay. Asia. Asia.
Yes, Asia.
Awesome. All right, Cartina. And this is my last two that y'all are the ones giving me.
My name.
All right, I'm guessing Tamia.
Tamaya.
Tamaya. Okay, Tamaya. And Miss Jackson.
It's Adrenicia.
Adrenicia.
Yes, Adrenicia.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I may never say it correctly, but it is beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. Awesome.
Adrenicia.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate it. I try to be as respectful as I can be, you know. All right. So any concerns, questions about the program? Okay. Also, one more quick thing about the program. So I told y'all there was like 8 classes, or what we call modules inside the program, right? It runs from 152 to 158. And right now we're in, like I said, we're about to start 153 on Thursday. Our program runs like a Ferris wheel, guys. Where you start in the program is where you're gonna stop in the program. So like all these students who I told y'all they just got done finishing up ICD-10, y'all are gonna catch ICD-10 when we wrap back around. That's I want to give y'all kind of a clear picture of how the program runs. So you're not gonna miss out on anything. You're not gonna not learn anything because of where you jumped in. You're gonna circle around, and your end date is gonna be almost exactly 8 months from now, depending on holidays and things like that. But yeah, we call it a Ferris wheel. It kind of just keeps going around and around. All right, and that I think is it. That is it. If y'all don't have any questions or concerns for me.
Did you receive my assignment for today?
Ma'am,
Did you receive my assignment for today?
I did. Let me
Okay.
double check. Yeah. I got Tamaya, Keena's, Trinity's, Cartina, no. Yeah, I did get Cartina's. But I haven't checked my email in the last like 30 minutes. So if y'all just send it, I'll be marking it in a few. But yeah, I did get
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions, concerns?
No, ma'am.
All right. Awesome sauce. Well, that is all I've got for y'all this morning. Please, once y'all start getting into things and start doing things, y'all will come up with questions, and that is perfectly normal. I expect that. So please text me or call me if you need to. I have all of your numbers saved in my phone, so I'll know you're calling me. Just please reach out if you have any issues. And also, I am your first point of contact with anything dealing with Unitech. If you need IT support, if you need to reach your financial aid person, but you don't know who that is, or you need to complain about me, you never know what comes up. I'm your first point of contact, and I can get you in touch with whoever you need to get in touch with, or find out
Okay.
any information that you need to find out. So just hit me up. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a blessed day. And again, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And welcome to Unitech.
Thank you.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.